many different camera angles. To begin this tutorial video, it is important to remember that all these different camera angles will help create a cinematic feel to all of your videos you create in the future. Let's begin with the panning shot. First, you want to start by recording and waiting for a few seconds before starting your pan. Once you have panned to your desired location, stop and hold the shot for a couple of seconds. You want your pan to start with a pause, then pan, and then pause again. This creates a smooth pan that is not jarring on the viewer's eye. For the tilting shot, you want it to be similar to how you pause with your panning shots. You can either tilt down or tilt up for this shot. Now for zoom shots, there are many different ways you can approach this. First, you can start by having a wider shot and slowly zooming into your object. For this type of shot, you want to also have a pause at the beginning and the end. Another version of zoom shot is starting closer on an object and slowly zooming out. Next up is the establishing shot. For video packages, you always want to set up the location of the video. To do this, find a spot that is important to the story or video and film a wide version. It is important to remember that you want to record for at least 7 to 10 seconds per video clip. This will give you enough space to edit later in post-production. The next different camera angle we will focus on is the wide shot. For this angle, you want to record something similar to an establishing shot. However, this angle is important because of sequencing. The next angle is a close version of the wide angle, which is known as the medium shot. This shot is important because it shows more details than the wide shot. Now we will focus on the close shot. This shot can be one of the most important angles of your video. This camera angle shows the importance of the dramatic feeling of the story. If filmed correctly, wide, medium, and close shots can create a cinematic feeling for the whole video. The next camera angle is one that is not used as often as wide, medium, and close shots. The extreme close shot is a camera angle best suited for documentary style of videos because it can show the drama within a specific story. Look at the difference between the two angles of this subject. You can tell the difference between one angle, which is the normal angle for news, and the extreme angle, which is more for documentary style of film. When you are creating a story through video, you have to remember that you need as many cutaway angles as possible. To do this, you want to record multiple angles of what your story is about. By doing this, you can tell the story through the use of video. The next angle to focus on is the two shot. For this angle, you want to show the subject you are filming, but with each one symmetrically on separate sides of the screen. For over the shoulder shots, you want to frame the particular subject behind another person while they are looking at each other. The person facing the particular subject should occupy about 1/3 of the screen. This shot can help establish the positioning of each person and help the viewer feel as if they are looking at the person from the other person's point of view. A shot reverse shot is a framing technique that was first developed in Hollywood. It helps create a sense of continuous action between two subjects talking. It can create a sense of having the conversation in real time. The next essential camera angle is the point of view shot. This angle can show what an interview subject or reporter is talking about. This angle is normally a close angle. For follow shots, you want to be able to show what the subject is walking toward, whether that is toward a street or toward a particular destination. The next camera angle we will focus on is the high angle shot. The high angle shot is a cinematic camera angle that creates a point of view that the subject seems not as strong or vulnerable. Generally, you want to avoid this technique during interviews. We will now discuss the low angle shot. This camera angle creates a point of view that the subject is powerful and not vulnerable. Similar to the high angle shot, generally, you also want to avoid this technique during interviews. The next camera angle is the bird's eye shot. This angle can help create a different view for the viewer. This camera angle is normally directly or almost directly above a subject or group. This angle puts the viewer in a position similar to a bird or a plane. If used correctly, this angle can help create a dramatic effect from a different angle. Rack focus camera angles can be one of the best ways to create a dramatic and cinematic feel to your videos. With the new and improved cameras available today, you can literally make a viewer look exactly where you want them to. You can also rack from one object of importance to another object, which can be another great cinematic angle for your videos. The next camera angle is the pedestal shot. This camera angle is similar but different than the traditional tilting shot because the camera is physically moving up and down. With practice, this camera angle can be combined with other angles such as panning and or tilting to create beautiful Hollywood-like footage. For dolly shots, the user may have to use a wheeled camera support that can help the camera move. With dolly shots, you can move the camera closer or further from your shots. Similar to pedestal shots, combined with other angles can create cinematic type footage. The last camera angle we will discuss for this tutorial is the trucking shot. This camera angle is similar to dolly shots because of how the camera is able to move. The only difference is that trucking shots normally move from left to right or vice versa. It is important to remember that each of these camera angles can take practice to master. Once you have learned all these angles, you will create cinematic type videos which will help you later on in college or after.